Welcome back everyone. In this video, we're gonna draw a water wheel shown below here. In this tutorial, we're gonna use many functions including rectangle, circle, and for circle, we're gonna use 10 radius in a few locations in the part. We're gonna use offset, explode, trim, and array, part of modification commands in AutoCAD. Also, we're gonna be changing layers, particular elements, and assign color, line weight. We might turn off a layer and so forth. You're gonna see all that and add center mark and center lines, and eventually we're going to add a solid type of hatch to this part. If you're new to this channel and if you're new to AutoCAD, make sure to check a playlist called AutoCAD Intro, where I have a few videos and I'll take you from the very basics of AutoCAD, what it is and what it's used for, the history of it, and how to download it for free, all the way to how to create viewports of different scales and prepare your drawing for printout, how to add a custom-made title block with your company's logo. So for this particular tutorial, we gotta build a strategy of how we're gonna draw this. First off, I try to find the datums of the part. Datums meaning accurate points, surfaces, or edges that the part is dimensioned from. In this particular part, it seems most dimensions are placed from the very center, like this, and the offset from this center line to the left with a distance of 3/16. There's another offset here, 3/16, and so forth. Also, as I see the edges of this wheel, as you see, there's a flat edge over there. So, and from this flat edge to this flat edge is 4 inches and 63/64 of an inch. So 4/63/64 of an inch. So what I can do, I can draw a rectangle that outlines the entire part, and I can use that to enhance and speed up my drawing process. This center circle, it seems for manufacturing this, it's got to be drilled with 3/8 of drill bit, and then it has to be reamed with 7/16 of an inch to make the hole a little more accurate. So we can draw it with the drill bit size 3/8. So after we draw a rectangle and a few construction circles, as you see here, I'm gonna go back, and those construction circles, one of them is like this circle here, the distance from the center, the radius of that circle is 1/25 32nd. Another circle is this one, and the last circle is this one from the center, and there's a radius here. The reason we need those is to find the center of this arc, for instance, and that's here, the intersection of this construction circle and this edge that's offset from the center line. And the reason we need this circle is to find the center of this arc, right? The intersection of this red circle in the next slide and this line that's offset from this center line, that intersection is the center of this arc with a radius of 3/4. So we can draw all that after finding the centers, and we can use array polar to create an array of it. To draw this section, it's a little I've kind of sped up that. So instead of drawing this, I can draw this one and I can draw this one, and then use circle 1010 to draw this section. Okay. After that, I can trim and find this, and then I can use array to create the rest of the object. I can turn off all layers and use hatch solid to create this geometry. It's more visually attractive. Alright, let's go to AutoCAD. I've already opened one of the templates that's available for you down in the description. You can download it and open it. Open this particular one, template NC inch, so the units are in inches. I'll go ahead and save this for the water wheel, let's say with DWG 2010. Say version 2 of it. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. I'm gonna delete this. As you see, I've got a lot of layers I can utilize. Also, I've got a layout later on I can use to print out. This is an NCA size sheet. I'll go ahead and go back to the model. As I mentioned, I'm gonna draw a few construction type of entities here. This layer wouldn't be printed, therefore I'm going to use that. And as you can see, if you go to layer properties, this layer wouldn't be printed. So let's go back, change the layer to viewport. You could create a new layer called construction. That would work as well. So I'm going to draw a rectangle from some random point close to your origin, somewhere there. The edges is 463/64th. So you can type 4-63 divided by 64. Okay. Well, that was just one edge. The other edge I needed to input that, so I'm going to delete that, repeat this again from anywhere. 4-63 divided by 64. Now you press tab key on the keyboard so it'll switch to the height 4-63/64th. Okay, so that's the outline of this part. Next, I'm gonna draw a diagonal on this. Okay, so that I can find the center. That would be midpoint of that line. So I'm going to change the layer to visible line, and I've got the diameter. So center diameter. Diameter is 3/8, 3 divided by 8. So that's the circle right there. All right. Next, I'm going to draw this again. So I want to make sure. Okay. It's asking for diameter. It's 3/8. Yeah, that's correct. So next we're gonna try to focus on this arc. How we're gonna draw that? And I know the center of that arc is here, so I need to draw a center line, then offset that to the left, then draw this arc. Intersection of those two will be the center. So to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and move this little to the left, be closer, zoom in a little. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a construction circle. That was the radius. Okay, this is a construction circle. I'm gonna go ahead and change the layer to center line, annotate center mark. Okay, and that. Then I'm gonna explode this so that I can offset this entity to the left and this entity to the right, as you see here. So I'm gonna go back to home and explode this and press enter. Now if you click on this, it's a single entity. Before offsetting that, I'm gonna use a command called LTSCALE. stands for line type scale. And what I'm gonna increase the scale of the line type, so as you see the center line will be a little more detailed. So if I do 0.5, since the center line you scale it down a little bit. Okay, so then let's go ahead and offset with a distance of 316 to the left. I'm gonna type 316, select the object, then you can click to the right or left. Okay, I'm gonna click to the left, and also there's another one here. I'm gonna select this with the same offset distance, 316, and then I'm gonna click on the right side this time, somewhere there, press enter. Now I've created this and this, offset it from the center line. Next, I'm gonna draw this arc. So for that, I'm gonna change the layer to viewport, and I've got the radius, so I can pick center radius. So I'm drawing that arc as a circle. So the radius is 1/25, 32nd, 1-2532. Okay. So this intersection of this and this will be the center of this arc. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw it as a circle with center radius right there. That's the center, and radius is 3/4. 3 divided by 4. Okay, so that's one of the important ones I need to change the layer to. That's one of the outline of the part. I'm gonna trim though. But I need to change the layer so that it's not confused with the rest of the geometry. Now I'm gonna draw this other outer arc. I'm gonna draw it as a circle. Then after trimming it, it's gonna turn into an arc. So intersection of this and this. Actually, I need a different circle because this arc has a different radius than this one. So I'm gonna go ahead, center radius, and the radius of this one is 1/17/32. So 1-17 divided by 32, and that's this circle right there. Okay, intersection of that and this is gonna be the center right there. So we're gonna grab circle, the center radius, the intersection is the center, and diameter is here 1/16. So 1-1/16. Press enter, and I'm gonna change that to visible line right there. Okay. Next, I'm gonna create a polar array of this one. As you see, there are 8 of them. Polar array. Select the object, press enter or the right key of the mouse, and then it's asking for Swisswise center point to array. There. By default, AutoCAD creates an array of 6 items. I'm gonna change to 8. And as you see, there are 8 of this larger circle, and you can press it's all good, 45° in between, and close array. Okay. Next, I'm gonna explode this actually. Go ahead and use explode. Explode the array by selecting one of the larger circles and press enter. Now you can individually pick and delete any of these that you might not need. So I'm gonna delete all that. Okay, I'm gonna keep these two. Now, so I've got this part, and I've also got this section. See that? This section here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to draw this arc. What I could do, I could follow along all these dimensions here, offset, and draw this arc and find the center for this smaller arc. However, to continue with this, I'm going to assume this arc is tangent to this and to this. So to draw that, I'm going to click on circle, tan, radius. So click on the inside of this and outside of this, somewhere here, and the radius of that arc is 27/64. Type 27/64 and press enter. Okay, so this is actually gonna create this arc after we trim the extra pieces there. So let's go ahead and do some trimming. Gonna go ahead and change the color of that to also visible. Okay, I'm gonna change my layer to visible, grab my line, and I'm gonna start drawing that edge over there, so intersection of that. It's not very clear here. I'm gonna do some trimming first and then draw that edge. So let's go ahead and grab trim, trim the extra piece there, right there, and then extra piece here, right there. So now I can connect those two. For here, I'm gonna trim this extra piece, and then this extra piece right there, and let's see, and then so we have this piece here. Let's trim this section first. Trim that section. We can delete that extra piece there. Of course, we can delete the extra piece there. I'm going to escape out from trim, delete that extra piece there, and I need to trim that one as well, and then escape out from trim and delete these extra pieces. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw this line up here, right there, and we can go ahead and change this to construction. We might need it later. Let's go ahead and do polar array. Press enter. It's asking for the center. Okay, we need 8 of these. Okay, and that kind of sums up. Close out. What we can do, we can make a copy of this. Say copy. Select everything. Press enter. Select the base point anywhere from here to, let's say, somewhere there. Just want to keep a copy of that. Escape out. And then I'm going to move this. Press enter. I want to move the center to the origin. So you can type here 0, 0. Okay. Now we can go ahead and hide a few of your layers, like your viewport. Sorry. Let's go ahead and click on this light bulb viewport in the center. Okay. You can create a layer for hatch. However, we are not going to do that with this example. We have shown that in the past examples. So I'm going to go ahead and click on hatch. Okay. And then I'm going to grab this pattern, solid, and pick somewhere inside the object. Okay, like that, and close. Okay. So this is what I want to demo. I hope it was useful for you. To support this channel, please like and subscribe. Thanks.